supporters and officials in Walsall for doing well for this afternoon's game. Just to recap once again that the match scheduled for next Saturday against Burnley has now been postponed. It was due to take place next Saturday and has been postponed due to international call-ups for the Reading team. Revised basis fixture remains as is meant to be arranged. The voice of the high grade minus the case of some Pedro Village will golden bundle tickets. The orange all around Turf Moor and the winning ticket to be drawn on the pitch during the half-time interval today. To keep up to date with the latest news coming around Turf Moor, join with the club's official SMS service. Text the word Baird to the like number 42 to subscribe. New mascot today. Today's mascot is 11-year-old Jorge from Burnley. Jorge attends Edge High School and his favourite player is Robbie. Very nice name. Thank you to the sponsors, to be here, one of the match sponsors, and to the match ball sponsor today, who's got the main free. Also to the official sponsors of Burnley Football, all the way from Motors and BK looking in, and the kit sponsor, TFA Sports.
Just playing Ryan Merson, because he's certainly one of the best players in the last decade or so. They play 3-5-2 now. Just Baird, who's certainly one of some part of the playing.
Of the team selected on the Walsall team, the Walsall James Walker, the 3 Zigor Aranalde, 4 Danny Hayes, 9 Jorge Leitão, 10 Paul Merson, 12 Pedro Matías, 14 James 15 Emblen, 18 Vinny Samways, 30 Chris Baird, and number 33 Aranalde. Substitutes Aranalde, Darren, Samways, Gary Roche and Dion Burton. Prize fund decision will take this afternoon. Number 1 Brian Jensen, number 15 Dean West, number 3 Mo Camara, 24 Andy Todd, number 4 Paul
Once again, 2 changes then for the Clarets. Graham Branch in for David May. David May's got a hamstring injury. And Gareth Farrelly's got flu, so no place for him today. Richard Chaplow comes into the starting 11. Just 3 subs then for Burnley today. Lee Roche, Tony Grant and Matías. Burnley line up like this. Jensen in goal, West Todd, Branch, Camara in defence. Chadwick, Weller, Blake, Chaplow, Ian Moore in midfield. And up front, Facey on his own. Referee Michael Jones ready to get us underway. Merson will kick off for Walsall. Walsall attacking right to left. So defending down where their fans are. Cricket field stand end. Referee just about ready. There's another look at his officials and blows. We're underway. Walsall against Burnley. Immediately Walsall on the ball. Emblen just knocking it back to Darren Hay. Long ball forward for him. Merson trying to flick it on. He just find Leitão on this occasion. Leitão just trying to turn back inside, but Todd did well. Branch knocks it back to his keeper. Brian Jensen will need a touch. It's on his right foot. But it'll give Burnley time to regroup. And I think 4-5-1 again. Just at the moment, Ian Moore pushing up front. Just for now, maybe it's going to be a little bit narrow with Blake playing behind the front 2. Facey trying to win that first header against Aranalde. It'll fall for Chadwick. He loses out there to Jamie Lawrence. Ball forward looking for Leitão. Leitão's turned his man just for the moment, but Todd's getting back at him. Leitão cutting inside, puts a ball in danger area and just evades. It wasn't Merson, was it? It was Gary O'Neill coming forward, and that was a chance, and we got away with that.
Certainly did. He just shrugged Todd off there, and it's good ball in, curving ball in, and like you say, thankfully the Clarets just away from O'Neill.
Yeah, just beyond him. He was stretching Gary O'Neill, but Burnley got away with that. Here's Todd on immediately for Paul Weller. Camara gone steaming down that left-hand side. Weller can't use him. Knocks it back inside for Blake. Blake caught in possession. Here's Merson, the skipper, coming away with the ball. Also started the better of the 2. Back inside for Samways. Ball forward again, looking for Lawrence, but Burnley intercepted. Here's Todd, forward for Chadwick. Buzz goes around the crowd as he picks it up. Ball down the middle for him. Ian Moore is chasing it. The keeper out. James Walker does well with his feet. Uses Chris Baird. Chris Baird just helped it on to Samways. Also playing football out of defence there and doing well as well. Ball forward immediately looking for Leitão. He's on his own up front. Collects it nicely against Todd. Gets support from Merson. There's men in the middle here. And Merson just held back there. That's a foul against Todd. No doubt about it, Merson was held back, wasn't he?
Certainly was. He gives a lot of free kicks away around the edge of the area, does Andy, Todd, and he's got to watch it, because his bookings will be mounting up as well.
Yeah, he's got a couple, hasn't he, coming into this game, I think. But this is a dangerous free kick. It's just beyond the box. And Samways will take it. He's got numbers in the middle. Danny Hayes in there. Neil Emblen, he scored last weekend. Aranalde is just the one that stopped back with Robbie Blake for the moment. Everybody congested around the edge of the area. Samways will put this in left-footed. They're swinging in towards the keeper. Two-man walk. Here he is, Samways, low and hard. He got flicked on, but a comfortable take in the end for Brian Jensen. He rolls it out for Chadwick. Chadwick's under pressure now from Gary O'Neill. Gives it away, unfortunately, but Burnley win it back. Good work from Facey to win that ball back. Blake hits it against Samways. Picking the ball up again here at Portsmouth. Good ball down the middle. There's an offside flag against Leitão. Already they're getting some good balls in from this left wing.
Certainly are. It's like you say, it's all coming down this side, really, leaving Merson and Leitão free up front. And you see, we're going to watch these angle balls into the box.
Yeah, that's the second of them inside 3 minutes. Just struggled to deal with them a little bit. Here's Branch. One ball from him, looking for Chadwick. Chadwick just about keeps it in play, helping. There is Dean West. Finds Chadwick. She's got away from the tears for the moment. Puts a ball across the box. Oh, nice ball back in here by Blake. Chance for Dean West. Puts a ball across, but it's gone. It's Delroy Facey. He's opened his Burnley account to the back post. He's waited. It's his 7th game for the Clarets, but after 3 minutes, great work from Dean West. Good crossing, and there was Facey. He couldn't really miss from 3 yards. Burnley lead 1-0.
Yeah, it's a good strike, like you say. Couldn't really miss. He did it the other week, and this time he's made sure. Low and hard past Jimmy Walker, and it's a good strike, and pleased with the lad.
Yeah, it's been a long time for Delroy Facey. 1st of February for Bolton against Birmingham. He's had to wait a long time. That awful miss in the last home game against Bradford, but that's all forgotten now because he's given Burnley the lead. Delroy Facey at the back post. Great work, though. It was a good move, wasn't it, Andrew, in the build-up?
It was. Dean West got into the box ever so well, and good low hard drive from West, and he evaded Morrow, and like I say, Delroy Facey back there like a real poacher.
Yeah, it'll do him a world of good. His confidence will be lifted by that immediately. As I say, it's his 7th game for the Clarets, but he's finally got himself a goal. 18 now in 97 league appearances for Facey. That's Todd just knocking it forward for Chadwick. He was involved in that build-up. Burnley leading by a goal to nil. Ball forward for Blake. Chests it down. Weller will have to battle to try and win the loose ball. Header away from Branch. Ball towards Ian Moore, trying to chase it. Knocked back by Baird to his keeper. Burnley leading them by a goal to nil. Walker with the clearance. Branch to it first. Stabs the ball forward. Now to play on that far side. That'll be a throw-in. Although the Walsall lads not happy. They think they should have had a free kick because Ian Moore was running back. But that's the good news. Burnley leading by a goal to nil. After 3 minutes, Facey with his first in claret and blue. Here's Merson. He's got Matías down this left-hand side in a bit of space. Scored at the Bescott Stadium last season. Knocks the ball forward, looking for the run from Lawrence. But good work from Burnley. And West is coming away with it now. Getting forward a bit, Dean West. He's having a look up, seeing what's on. What a great deal at the moment. Has Todd onto the ball. Wait for support. Gets it from Chadwick. Inside the Walsall half now. Chadwick trying to play a ball forward towards Chaplow, but Walsall just about dealing with it. And there's Samways having to knock it back to his keeper. Clearance from Walker with his left peg. Branch just lets it go through to his keeper. Jensen alert to collect it. Knocks it down this left-hand side for Camara. Best start possible for Burnley. That's a good ball from Camara. Finds the scorer, Delroy Facey, and he's on a run here, trying to get in the box. Thought he was shrugged off there by Emblen, but Walsall got away with it. It looks like his confidence is already higher.
Certainly does. He's picked the ball up again there from a loose ball from Walsall. Like I say, it'd do him a world of good.
Just an infringement there from Ian Moore. Free kick taken quickly, but Jamie Lawrence loses out. And here's Chadwick again, bearing down on the Walsall box. Tries to put a ball into the box, but will go through to the keeper, James Walker. Must be one of the earliest goals in the league today. Celtic have won at Rangers by a goal to nil. But Burnley off to a flyer. And we've waited a while, but Facey's got himself off the mark. One kick from Walker. Branch wins the header against Leitão. Comfortable enough, but Emblen picks up the loose ball, knocks it forward to Merson. Snap at his heels is Weller, wins the ball. Here's Chaplow. Just gets past one man, tries to get past a second. It's Gary O'Neill as well. Feeds Camara, gets the ball back, but he was fouled by O'Neill. So it's a free kick for the Clarets. And that Reading game next Saturday, it's likely to be off. We are waiting full confirmation of that. Ball forward looking for Facey to run onto, but that's beyond him. And that'll go out for a goal kick. Right, sunshine now at Turf Moor. Not the warmest of days, though, it must be said. But the good news on the pitch, Burnley leading by 1-0. Facey's first for the Clarets. Great work from Chadwick, Blake and West. One ball forward looking for Leitão, so Todd to it first, just knocks it short for West, and it's come off Leitão, so that's a Burnley throwing. Portuguese lad can't agree with that, but the referee's given it Burnley's way. Difficult game for Todd, isn't it, his last one?
Yeah, he certainly is. Like you say, he's won't bet against him coming back at some point, but like you say, he's going to go back to Rovers and looks like he'll be thrown straight into Premier League action.
Yes, it does. They've got some injuries today. Camara's on a real run down that left-hand side, puts a ball in, just about dealt with by Emblen. But there's an infringement on that far side. He's taken the ball out of play. Another great run from Camara, just gets his head down and steams forward.
So there was. He picked it up inside his own area, in his own half of the field then, and like you say, head down and just head for that byline.
Clearance is hit against Facey. Does that so well, Facey. Eventually Walsall clear it through Hay. It's gone down the middle for Leitão, trying to lay it off towards, well, I thought, well, towards Merson. Well, I got a bang in the face for his trouble there, but Burnley in the attack here with Chadwick. West on the overlap, Chadwick coming back inside, trying to chip one in towards the box where Chaplow was waiting. Might fall here for Robbie Blake, trying to get it on his left foot. Looks for a ball down this left-hand side for Facey. Facey will just about keep it in play, he won't. It's gone out for a throwing on that far side. The ball just running away from him. Nice to see Facey getting in the box now once he scored.
Certainly is. He's spent most of the time on that far side, just getting outside and trying to cause some danger there. But right idea from Blake, just overhit it slightly.
Yeah, he did it. He zipped off the Wedge's turf as well. Todd just troubling to see this. Leitão's got there ahead of him, but he's such a rugged character, Todd. Leitão fell to the floor. He's prone to do a little bit. Todd just comes away with the ball, almost laughing at him. Uses his skipper today, Branch. Ball forward from Branch. That's a good ball. Ian Moore will chase this and get it. Emblen up against him. Not a lot of pace, Neil Emblen. Ian Moore battling to get control of it almost by the corner flag. He's won a throw-in, takes it quickly towards Blake. Blake needs him for support now, but weaves inside. But a magic from Robbie Blake. Puts a good cross in. Chaplow just couldn't collect it. The ball bounces away. And here's Jamie Lawrence now for the visitors. Uses Merson. Merson back inside for Aranalde. And Aranalde knocks it back to his keeper. Half a chance there for Chaplow for taking that ball.
It certainly was. Facey just off the field, I think, changing his boots. Like you say, it just bounced up off the wet turf and hit him in the shins, I think, Chaplow.
Didn't quite fall for him, did it? Here's Todd. Knocks it inside for Chaplow. Chaplow back to his skipper, Branch. Branch will just help it on to Brian Jensen. Big clearance from the big Dane. But Aranalde, I thought he was going to meet him on challenge, but the wind caught it for Weller. Chadwick with the ball down the middle. Facey's chasing this. The keeper's out to head it, would you believe? Aranalde's on the floor there. Burnley, if they can collect it here, they could cause problems. They will do perhaps through West. West winning the battle, but it'll fall here for Aranalde. It's a good ball to Matías. Another Spaniard. He's making his way down this left flank now. Started at Bernabeu, now at the Bescott Stadium, but it's a good crossing. Headed away by Branch. Branch did well. He was marking his man. Headed it away. They're throwing for the Saddlers and must level with the Burnley penalty box. Matías back towards Aranalde. Aranalde hits that against Chadwick. Here's Blake. Nice ball for Chadwick. It's just going to go out of play. Again, just sipped off the turf. And that'll be a throwing to Walsall. We've played 10 minutes. Burnley leading by 1-0. And it's Delroy Facey's first for Burnley on 3 minutes after great work from Chadwick, Blake and West. Good crossing from West. And really, Facey couldn't miss from 3 yards. Header away from West this time. Aranalde with the header back in. Branch will win the next one. Here's Chaplow battling to try and win the ball against Gary O'Neill. It will fall again for the sweet left foot of Aranalde. He just tries to lay it back inside. Good header away from Chaplow. And Ian Moore's collected that header. Knocks it on immediately for Blake. Blake knocks it inside the centre circle. He's got a bit of time on the ball now. He's got space on that far side with Camara. Just straight offside. Just over keen there, I think, Mo Camara to get forward.
It certainly was. I think he was hoping for an earlier ball from Blake, and Blake just delayed it slightly and then tried to launch it over the top, like you say, just a yard or two offside. Yeah, it's a bit of a different formation for Burnley today. Ian Moore getting forward more.
He's getting an opportunity to get alongside Facey a touch more. It's more 4-2 today. Pump ball down the middle. It's won by Matías, but Todd got a chance to clear it. It's good play from the Blackburn lad. He finds Chadwick down this right-hand side. Chadwick plays a ball forward for Ian Moore. It's a long chase, is this, for Ian Moore. The keeper will be to it first, but he lets it go out for a goal kick. Well, we've got to try that ball over the top for Ian Moore, but it's got to be tighter than that, more accurate than that.
Yeah, I think that was probably the only point in the afternoon where the wind died. I think he was hoping the wind might hold it up, but like you say, he loves to stretch his legs, and I think that's something we're going to be seeing a lot of this afternoon.
Yeah, that long ball forward, because I think that they suspect that Walsall are a little bit slow at the back. Branch wins that header, just knocks it onto Camara. Camara heads it back to the Great Dane, right, Jensen. He's got the ball now, ready to kick it out from the floor. Burnley just getting numbers forward whenever they get the opportunity. Chadwick coming down this right wing now, facing down that left-hand side. It's aimed at him. He does win the header, but they've got support there to head it away, and Samways hoofs it forward, looking for a run from Leitão. Todd wins it, lobs it back to his keeper. It's immediately rolled out for West. Gave West a bit of a problem, has to ship it back to the keeper. Again, Todd impressed. He's done well in his month, hasn't he?
He certainly has a very consistent performer, and he's certainly no-nonsense stuff. If it needs to go back to a keeper, get it back to a keeper.
Doesn't mess about, does he? He's a rugged player, gets stuck in, a really, really tough challenger. That ball's going to go out on the far side. It could be a throw-in to Burnley. Walsall's record away from home not particularly good this season. 4 league games, they've drawn 1, lost 3. They drew at Coventry, but they've lost at Crewe by 0-0. 2-1 at Ipswich and 2-1 at Millwall, so they've been tight games. Paul Ritchie was sent off at Millwall, and that's why he's suspended today. But Burnley have got the ball here with Blake. Looks to try and use Chaplow, but O'Neill in sharp is to pick the ball up. The referee was partially in the way there, perhaps. Weller knocks it on, though, to Chadwick. Burnley have got it back. Chadwick nips inside Aranalde, uses his pace. Ball forward. Chadwick thought he was foul. Walker out of his goal quickly. Hoof down the middle. There's offsides here against Leitão and Merson. And there'll be a free kick for Burnley. I think Chadwick was a touch unfortunate not to get a free kick anyway.
It was, yeah. It certainly went down just on our side of the pitch, and I think the ball back actually was from a defender.
Yes, it was, yeah. Just suspect that Walsall are a touch slow at the back. The 3 defenders they've got, they're big lads, they're not particularly quick on the turn, so Chadwick nearly capitalised on Aranalde's slowness there. Todd wins the header in the air, but that's a good ball forward. I thought it was from Matías, but it's beyond Merson. And no Camara can collect. Remember, Camara going back to Molineux, the next round of the Carling Cup. That's the 28th of October, Tuesday night. We'll be there. Looking forward to that one. Let's hope Burnley can continue their run in that competition. Walsall have got the ball for the moment with Danny Hay. Uses Samways. Samways back to Aranalde. Big long ball from him down the middle. That'll go all the way through for a goal kick. And, they're playing with the wind in their favour in this first half, Walsall, but so far they've not made any use of it. Just wondering if Paul Weller's picked up a knock. He's right in the middle of the park. I think Paul Weller's maybe got a problem. Leeds leading Blackburn by a goal to 0. Seth Johnson with that. Blackburn lose that. Well, they could be in some trouble today. One ball forward, looking for Facey. Facey flicks it on. Can't find Ian Moore. Big clearance from Danny Hay. Branch to it first with the head. Almost a diving header. Clearance from Camara. We might fall for Chadwick here inside the centre circle. Ball forward from Chadwick. It's a nice ball. Just too hard for Facey, but he will collect. If he can get a ball in the box here, it could be useful. Oh, it's beyond everybody. Back ball for D. West and he's right foot. West is in the ball. I think the keeper got a hand to it. Oh, unlucky that for Burnley. D. West smashed that. I think the keeper got a hand to it and deflected it onto the bar. Meanwhile, Walsall on the counter-attack. Unlucky that for Dean West. But here we are now with Walsall on the counter-attack. Leitão trying to have a run at the heart of defence. Good work from Chaplow. Burnley trying to get a counter-attack going again. But how unlucky was Dean West?
Certainly just fell to him, just behind Moore, and it fell out, and certainly hit that with some pace. And I don't know whether the keeper going to touch or not, but it's cannon back off the bar, and unlucky for Westy.
Yeah, I just got a feeling the keeper might have just deflected that onto the bar. We've not had a lot of luck with the woodwork this season. I was looking before the game, we've hit it 6 times already, and it's the 7th. And it can cost you points in a tight league. Branch will clear that, but unlucky that from Burnley. West very nearly opening his account for the season. Aranalde first to that ball, finds his fellow Spaniard Matías. Matías on for Merson. Merson back there to Samways, playing some good football down the middle here. And it's Gary O'Neill, tries to scoop it forward. Todd's the first to it. He'll collect the ball. inside his own box, come away with it. Knocks it forward, looking for Facey. Facey trying to take it down on his chest. Done well. Feeds Chaplow. Chaplow's overrun that. And a good header though, won by Todd again against Merson. Here's West. Feeds Chadwick down this right-hand side. Needs a bit of support here, does Luke Chadwick. West trying to get forward to help him, but he's done well as Chadwick. Just releases it. Nice ball for Ian Moore. Chance for Ian Moore. Good shot. Good save from James Walker. The keeper's done well there.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Walker. Got his body behind that, and like you say, good turning shot first time for Ian Moore.
Yeah, the keeper, I think he's one of the best in this division, and he's made a decent save there. Lovely ball forward from Chadwick. Ian Moore on the turn. Hit it true and hard. That was a good save from James Walker. He plays the ball down the middle, but it's a comfortable take for big Brian Jensen. He'll roll it out for Andy Todd. 7th and last game for the Clarets in the league. Played in that cup tie, of course, at Scunthorpe as well. This time it's a wayward pass, and it's Walker that comes out of his goal to collect. His Samways played in that 1991 FA Cup final, seems such a long time ago. Just skipped away on that far side as Baird puts the ball back in, but it's easily picked up by Andy Todd. He's shone already this afternoon. Feeds Chadwick down this right-hand side. Chadwick with a bit of space, perhaps to run into here. Matías coming back just to try and block him, but Chadwick's doing well at the moment. Just leaves it for Robbie Blake down this right-hand side. West on the overlap. Blake will use Chadwick. Chadwick needs support in the middle. Tries to find Facey. Just bounces off Facey, but he wins it back. Finds Blake. Blake will look to perhaps put a cross in here. It's on his left foot. Knocks it square. Looking for Camara. Camara will come forward now and try and support the attack. Knocks it inside. Looks for a quick 1-2. Doesn't get it from Ian Moore. Ian Moore uses Blake. Blake will put a cross in here towards Facey. Can Facey win the header? Aranalde wins it, but only down to Chadwick. Edge of the box. Chadwick puts in a good cross. It's towards the far post, and it's not behind for the first corner of the game. And splendid stuff from Burnley.
It certainly is, yeah. It's got a real grip of this game at the moment, and good ball in from Chadwick.
Let's hope we can capitalise on it more. Robbie Blake's got this corner on the far side. Right-footed, so it'll be an in-swinger. Ian Moore's on the goal line. Andy Todd's forward for this one. Branch is in there as well, looking to try and flick it on. The keeper takes it, under pressure from Paul Weller. Good catch from James Walker. Immediately rolls it out for his skipper Merson. Down this left-hand side, under pressure from West. West fouled Merson. That'll be a free kick for Walsall. Merson takes it quickly, but that's robbed, and that's good work from Richard Chaplow, who just knocked the ball too far, allowed Danny A to clear it. Weller to it first. That's a nice ball to Ian Moore. Ian Moore's turned, beaten his man. He's got fouled as well for his trouble by Leitão. Taking it quickly, Burnley, ready to get on with it quickly today. Here's Blake. Oh, that's a poor challenge on Robbie Blake. And Neil Emblen's in trouble, and he can't have any complaints.
No, I think he just beaten by the turn from Blakey there. It's so quick one touch of the ball turn, and it's Emblen in the book.
Yeah, Blake had turned him. I don't think referee Michael Jones had any option really. Emblen was a touch slow, he was a bit late, and he caught his man. It's a free kick for Burnley. I'm not sure if it's close enough for Robbie Blake. It's perhaps 35 yards, but he has a dip from anywhere just about now, I think. It's a three-man wall. Plenty of activity in and around the box. Robbie Blake here has a shot, right foot. It's a good effort. Oh, it's in the bar again, would you believe? The corner of the bar and post. Oh, what a free kick from Robbie Blake.
Certainly was, like you say, he just hit that, and like I say, I think James Walker did get a touch on it that time. Certainly left wondering what had happened.
For second time we've hit the woodwork. It really is a good spell from the Clarets. They're leading by a goal to nil, but Robbie Blake just hit the bar from that free kick. He feeds Chadwick now. Come on, Burnley, get a second here. There's a quick 1-2 with Facey. Puts Chadwick down this right-hand side, puts the ball back in towards the box. They've reached it, and here's Dean West with a shot. Oh, it's a really good effort from Dean West. Just wide of the far post. Oh, what a shot from West. And he's unlucky not to score.
Yeah, certainly are. And shouts to Dino now. It's again an excellent strike from West. He just past the angle.
Well, it's all happened in the last 5 minutes or so. Still think there's a problem for Paul Weller there. He's just on the halfway line, just feeling his calf, I think. But anyway, Burnley leading by a goal to nil. How close was Dean West there with his right foot? Just pulled the trigger. It was like a ricochet. Oh, what a shot that was. But just wide of that far post. Burnley got the ball again with Chadwick. He's been influential already. Back inside for West. Todd will have to knock this back to his keeper though. Leitão will just chase it. But Jensen's got time. Be able to clear it left-footed. Long ball down the middle. Ian Moore will try and win it. It's come off the defender, so that'll be a Burnley throw-in. Just at the moment, it's all Burnley, Andrew.
It certainly is. Like you say, a good spell. Hit the woodwork twice in the first 21, 22 minutes, and they certainly look up for it this afternoon, the lads.
Yeah, they do. I mean, the resources are stretched, but the lads out there are doing really well at the moment. Chaplow's caught his man now. He's caught Merson, snapping at his heels, bang on the halfway line. So it'll be a free kick for the light blue of Walsall. Bit of defending then to do for the Clarets. Hasn't happened too often in this game so far. Camara's just got caught out on that far side. Baird did well. That's come off Camara for a corner. Just got caught out there, more Camara.
Yeah, just a little shimmy, I think, from Baird, and like you say, just got the wrong side of him, and good tracking back though.
Yeah, he got back to rectify the problem, but they've got the ball on that far side now of Walsall, in towards Merson, but he won't score from there. It's come off the defender, we believe, and the referee signalled for a second corner. Second corner inside a minute. Plenty of men forward here. Burnley just kept Robbie Blake up. Aranalde trying to watch him. Hayes in there. Leitão, of course. Plenty of men in and around that box. It's a chance in there, and they've scored, would you believe? Header on, and there was Merson. What, inches from the goal line just to complete it and head it home. His 4th league goal of the season, and after all that pressure, it's 1-1. We never dealt with that corner, did we?
Certainly not again. Jensen left flapping. He's come for the ball, and big Melia plays in there, like I say, header on, and I don't know who Merson's robbed that goal off, but certainly, like you say, just inched it. I think it was going anyway, and Merson just stuck his neck out.
It was Danny Hayes' header, first of all. We'll get clarification of that. It was perhaps going goalward, but flicked on from Merson, almost on the goal line, and it's 1-1. Yet Burnley have had all the game, hit the woodwork twice, and now it's 1-1. We've got to pick ourselves up and continue playing like we were. Yeah,
we certainly have. Like you say, it's disappointing that they've managed to peg us back, but can't let that affect us now. We've just got to carry on, keep tasking away, and I'm sure we'll get another goal.
Yeah, got to deal with set pieces. Corners have been a problem all season. Handball there against Jorge Leitão. It's a free kick for Burnley. It's 1-1 then. Facey for Burnley, Merson for Walsall. I think I'd have scored Merson's. It's gone forward towards Ian Moore. Ian Moore just turns his man, gets the ball down this right-hand side for Chadwick, inside the box, puts it back in, just Chadwick. And it's going to go out here for a throw, deflected off a defender. Burnley with the throw-in. It's come towards Blake. Blake just trying to turn his man. He's done well as Robbie Blake, but Aranalde just stopped him as he was entering the box. Header won by Todd, but it'll fall for Aranalde, deep in his own half. Hooks a clearance away. Flicked on by Matías. 1 or 2 of the crowd thought it was with his hand, and Leitão could score here. Leitão's up against Jensen. He's hit it goalwards, and Burnley hooked it off the line by Branch. And we got away with that. Down the middle, Leitão was free, skipped past Jensen, shot on target, and Branch hooked it off the line. And we've got to be thankful the skipper got back.
Certainly have, like you say. Jensen did enough just to force him out wide. He sort of rectified for his error in the goal, and like you say, stabbed towards goal. Thankfully, Branch.
Corner taken, but Jensen will come and collect this. And 2 ironic cheers from the crowd. But Walsall really offered nothing for 20 minutes, and then they've got themselves right bang in this game and very nearly made it 2-1. But for Graham Branch getting back and hooking it off the line. Header on by Lawrence, and Merson's got away from the Burnley back line again here. Jensen comes out to meet him. He chips it towards goal, but it's beyond the far post. It's a miss from Paul Merson. He should have done better with that.
Yeah, I think he knows that he's head in hands time for Paul Merson, and he obviously still loves his football, so taunting him now.
But the gaps at the back there for the Clarets. We've got to pick people up on the break. We've got to get back into the swing of things here. It's 1-1, and Walsall have had the better of things in the last 5 minutes or so. Camara wins the header there. Weller trying to win the next ball. Will do. Lawrence falls to the floor after the challenge from Branch. Blake hooks this on to Dean West. So unlucky when he hit the bar, and that great shot then just wide of the far post. Blake's got the possession here, almost on the halfway line. Comes back inside, beats his man for the umpteenth time, looks to feed Camara down this left-hand side. Camara takes it down nicely on his chest, fancies a run at Baird, tried to knock it inside But it's Walsall on the break now. Ball forward. And that's into no man's land. West will collect it. West back for Todd. Todd square for Branch. It's 1-1 here. Merson with the equaliser. That right wing corner headed on by Danny Hay. And there was Paul Merson from what, a matter of inches to make it 1-1. We were doing so well up to that point.
Yeah, like you say, it's just even one of those chances we had had gone in, then you're more in control and you've got that cushion, you're less likely to make mistakes. But certainly at 1-0 you're always riding your luck a bit, and that's what we did there.
Yeah, it's a very open game. We've played 27 minutes. Burnley 1, Walsall 1. Facey for Burnley, Merson for Walsall. Branch wins that header comfortably this time against Leitão, but it'll be a throw-in on that far side to Walsall. About 35, 40 yards from the Burnley goal, taken by O'Neill. He gets it back, tries to knock back inside his man. He's won himself a throw-in. It's going to be taken again, and Lawrence has got away from his man in the box. Lawrence with a chance here, hooks it back. Burnley need to do well here. Matías hits it against Weller. Good sliding challenge from Paul Weller, and that saved the day.
Certainly has again. He had to be brave there. Really got his body in front of that, and a fantastic challenge from Weller.
It really is all Walsall at the moment. Here's Matías trying to get another cross in. Oh, and Leitão got there ahead of Jensen. The keeper's not in the best of games. Camara clears it. He's getting just too much space at the moment. Todd's closed him down. Tried to flick it on for Matías, but it's gone out of play for Burnley throw-in. Just defensively at the moment, we're all over the place.
They are. I think the thing is, we've got a nervous keeper, and if you've got a nervous keeper behind you, then your back four is going to be a bit nervous, and just don't think we're playing this offside.
Merson has a shot, sorry to break in, from outside the box, but it's a comfortable take by Jensen. I'm sure you're right, we don't come forward as a unit, and then we're letting people get behind the back four. And just at the moment it's not good enough. Aranalde collects this, hoofs it away, not as far as the halfway line. There's Chaplow, just well as Richard Chaplow. Camara comes in to help, feeds Ian Moore forward for Blake. Blake immediately on for Camara, steaming down that left-hand side. Will he keep the ball in? He does. Has he won a corner? He has. Burnley's second of the game. Another great run from Mel Camara.
Certainly was. Lovely weighted ball over the top, and like you say, he's got a second corner.
Come on, Burnley. We're just waiting for Todd to get forward here. The cross comes in before he's got there, but a chance for Facey. Heads it down. It'll be cleared comfortably by Walsall in the end. Oh, and just bounces in front of Branch. He's lost possession here. Merson will collect it, but a good rectifying challenge from Graham Branch. Slid in to win the ball. Could be a throwing to the visitors. Pedro Matías will just leave it for Aranalde. Aranalde short for Merson. Got to pick up Merson on every occasion. Even from throw-ins, you can't give him space. That's hit against Weller. Could be another throw-in for Walsall. Aranalde down this left-hand side with it. Halfway inside the Burnley half. Throws it to Merson. Gets it back immediately. He's the Spaniard. Here's Merson. Merson again. He's getting too much time in any space, in any part of the pitch. Vinny Samways knocks it back to Emblen, former Wolves player, just knocks it on again for Gary O'Neill. He's got the legs to work hard in the midfield. Finds Merson again. We need to be marking him, even in those spaces. And Walsall playing a good passing game here with Matías down this left-hand side. Matías turns inside, beats West first time. Look to try and get a cross in. He's just got past West here. He will get a cross in. Branch should deal with it though. Gets it away left-footed. Doesn't go beyond O'Neill. Not back here to Emblen. Under pressure from Ian Moore. Knocks it behind Danny Hay. He'll knock it back to his keeper, James Walker. We'll be thankful for a couple of saves from him at 1-0. Ball forward, flicked on by Matías, but that's gone all the way through to Brian Jensen. Brian Jensen will be able to kick this off the floor. It's one apiece. We're past the half-an-hour mark. Remember, Burnley, we're due to play Reading next Saturday. That is likely to be off. Then a week on Tuesday, away at Ipswich. So plenty of games to look forward to. Clearance from Aranalde. Leitão just backing into Branch to try and win the ball. Branch almost panicked with the header as he found Camara. Camara was being pushed by Leitão. That would be a free kick for Burnley. Just in the last 10 minutes, Andrew, we've not found our feet, have we? We're brilliant for the first 20.
Yeah, certainly, like you say, since the goal we've struggled somewhat, and need to try and get back ahead before half-time.
Yeah, we have. It'd be good to get a goal at half-time. Facey flicks it on. It's the Burnley scorer looking for Blake, but again Walsall come away with it. Gary O'Neill knocks it inside for Merson. It's 2-0 now for Leeds against Blackburn. And Johnson's gone on both. That's a ball down the middle. Looking out for Peter Reid. He's been badly treated this week. Jensen collects that, throws it out to West. Blake back to Dean West. West has got a bit of time. Have a look up. Ball down this right side, looking for Weller. Weller gets there ahead of Aranalde. He'll collect the ball as well. Needs support in the middle. Taking on Aranalde, almost his old right wing position. Gets it back to Chadwick. Chadwick stabs it across. It has gone beyond everybody. And Facey will get there. Knocks it back to Camara. Camara will have a look up. Uses Facey. Facey's got a chance here to get a ball in towards the box. Has done. Chance for Paul Weller. Oh, and his header was a soft one. They were looking for the offside trap and headed it straight to James Walker.
Yeah, perhaps he had a bit more time than he thought he had there. Like you say, soft header from Paul Weller, and it's another missed chance for Burnley.
Yeah, we've had plenty of chances, no doubt about that. We've had a shaky spell at the back. Let's hope that's ended. Todd finds Chadwick, just about keeps it in. Aranalde onto the next ball, but here's Paul Weller. So nearly got a goal there. Knocks it forward to Blake. Blake trying to knock it on for Chaplow. Chaplow won't receive that though. Gary O'Neill to it first. O'Neill to Aranalde. Aranalde back to Samways. Clears it, does Aranalde. Long ball forward. Looking for Leitão, but it's gone beyond him. It'll be a throwing to Burnley. Bright sunshine, a very cold day at Turf Moor. 4th of October, not necessarily been a good day for Burnley in the past. I remember we won 2-0 at Fulham way back in 1980. Brian Laws and Eric Potts scored that day. Blake's being fouled here by Samways. 34 now, the former Spurs and Everton midfielder. So it's a free kick for Burnley. Here's Dean West with it. Struggling to see in the sun, but he's going to try and plant this on the far post. He doesn't. He knocks it short for Weller. Weller skips forward, past one challenge, knocks it short to Blake. Goes again, does Weller. Chance here for Paul Weller. Hooks it back inside the box. And that's going to be a goal kick. I think it's come off Ian Moore last of all. But again, good intricate passing from Burnley.
So there was. Weller got another good space in the box, and you see, I think Moore and Chaplow were going for the same ball there, and it's just bounced off one of the shins.
Goal kick for Walsall. Paul Merson doing his boots up. An opportunity perhaps for a breather for them. It's been a very, very hectic half. But Burnley had the best of it for 20 minutes. Hit the bar through Dean West, and then from Robbie Blake. If they'd have converted those chances, would have been in a very, very strong position. Goal kick eventually taken by Walker. Down the middle looking for Leitão. Todd wins the header. Here's Chadwick. Chadwick will fancy a run at Aranalde here. Down this right-hand side, chips a pass in, but that's beyond everybody. And Walker will come out of his goal to collect. Big clearance from him. Merson's forward here. Branch wins the header. Camara needs to deal with this though. Leitão's closing down on it, knocks it down for Merson. Merson chips it back in looking for Leitão. West takes it down on his chest, battles with Leitão. That's come off Leitão. That's a goal kick for Burnley. They dealt with it, but it was unorthodox.
It certainly was. It's bouncing about round out there, and so I don't think the wind's helping us today.
No, it isn't. It is a blustery day, but West put that. Well, Merson put that ball back in. It looked like it was something and nothing. Eventually, West had to take it down on his chest, knocked it behind off Leitão, got himself a goal kick. Wallace picked this goal kick up, knocks it forward. No chance of Chadwick collecting that. Here's Aranalde. He'll knock it long with that left foot again. Todd first to it, wins the header, looking for Weller. Weller will try and just knock the ball forward. It's come off him, that. And that'll be a throwing to Walsall. Remember, it's Andy Todd's last game, 7th league appearance for Burnley. Goes back to Blackburn after today. Looks like on today's evidence they need him, because they're losing 2-0 at Leeds. Here's Aranalde. He has got a long throw, but Merson's come short to collect it. We need to go everywhere with Paul Merson. He's knocked it forward as Aranalde for Lawrence. Gets it back again. He looked to get across him, but that's a poor effort this time. It's behind the goal. It'll be a goal kick. Oh, it's got a deflection. I must say, I didn't see that, did you?
I didn't see that. It just looked like a wayward cross by Aranalde, but like I say, Rovers in trouble down the against Leeds, and just watching Amoruso's old club, and they've got Edinburgh back there now, and he looked like a rock today for Rangers. And
Merson's trying to take the corner well outside of the quadrant. The crowd roared to just alert the officials, but Merson's got this now. Burnley didn't deal with the last corner very well. It's gone short. Jensen comes and punches. One or two of the crowd not happy. It's a bit of a flap, but he's knocked it out for a throw-in. Here's Aranalde again, got space to cross. We can't allow people space to cross. Waller heads it away. Facey should win the next ball. Ian Moore can't complete the clearance. Gary O'Neill to it first. Just knocks it back to Baird. Baird with a good cross in. West always gone beyond West. It'll fall here from Matías by the byline. Matías just knocks it back inside for Merson, scoops it in there. Lawrence battling to try and win the header. It's cleared by Facey, but only as far as Aranalde. Aranalde again looking to put the ball back in. Well, that's a poor pass this time, and it'll go out for a throwing on that far side. Camara busily keeping it in. Not quite sure why he did that, to be honest. Knocks it back to Jensen. Jensen with the clearance. He's found Blake with it. Blake knocks it back to Weller. Chance Burnley perhaps to attack here. Forward looking for Chaplow, but again it's beyond Chaplow, and Chaplow's caught his man. And that'll be a free kick to Walsall. I'm not sure why Camara kept that ball in.
He's just kind of almost got a touch on it to knock it out for a Walsall throwing, but I can't understand that free kick either. I didn't know there was a law against being able to go for a free ball.
Yeah, he seemed to stretch, did Chaplow, for it, and he's picked up a knock, I think, as Richard Chaplow. Looks like it's his right knee, perhaps. Let's hope that's not a problem. We're down to the bare bones as it is. It's gone down the middle for Leitão. Header away from Branch. O'Neill very nearly picked up the loose ball. Chaplow with a good header. Samways can't stretch to reach it. Facey trying to flick it on for Blake. It's gone back here now to Emblen. We looked a good side against Walsall and we're stretching that back three, but at the moment we're retreating. Walsall has seen too much of the ball. One ball forward from Emblen, down the middle, looking for Leitão. He does win it against Todd. Merson has a shot from distance, but that's well wide of the mark. You sense with Paul Merson, he fancies shooting from anywhere.
Certainly does. It's about his third opportunity that he's wasted already this afternoon. But like you say, you've got to watch him in any part of the field.
Yes, you have. It's 1-1 here. But Burnley have hit the woodwork twice in 4 minutes. Dean West hit the bar, and Robbie Blake with an exquisite free kick. Hit the angle of post and bar. So Walsall got away with that and then equalised on 23 minutes when Merson headed in from a right wing corner. Chadwick's fouled by Aranalde. Just over 5 minutes of this first half to play. Dean West ready with this free kick now. He's going to leave it for Robbie Blake. Plenty of movement in and around the box. Andy Todd's come to reinforce the attack here. Blake with it. It's gone beyond everybody, I think, there. Flicked on by a Walsall defender. Will that go out for a corner on the far side? We need to chase the keeper here. He clears it right-footed. He's just about done enough with that. Leitão stretching to try and reach it. He's knocked it out for a throwing on the halfway line. Burnley's throwing. No Camara with it. Remember, Burnley lost 6 of the last 10 league games. No draws at all in those 10. So you'd fancy there's more goals to come here today. Let's hope they go Burnley's way. Here's Matías back to Aranalde. Aranalde on to Samways. Gets it back again. Does the Spaniard. He'll clear it left-footed. Long ball down the middle. Jensen out to deal with it. Skipped off the turf into his hands. Rolls it out to Camara. Camara got a bit of time now. Knocks it forward. Ian Moore will do well to reach this against Chris Baird. But Baird's nodded it out for a throw-in. Just in front of the Burnley dugout. 1-1 inside the last 5 minutes here. Camara with the throw, intercepted by Baird. It's gone to Weller. Weller on to Camara. Camara's kept it in play. Can he get a cross in here? Looks for Blake. Blake lays it off nicely for Ian Moore. Ian Moore might fancy a bash here. He's up against Samways. Has a shot. It's blocked. Might fall still for Dean West. Matías to it first though. Hooks it forward. Merson collects. Nice turn from him. Todd's just watching him at the moment. They're getting men in the middle. Gary O'Neill's getting forward. Lawrence is getting forward. Great challenge from Ian Moore. Todd will complete the clearance. It's down this right side to nobody in particular, unfortunately. Matías just helping it on for Samways. Samways misplaced pass back to Aranalde. Aranalde will have to use his keeper. On immediately to the bold figure of Neil Emblen. He's got a bit of time now. He's the only man in the book so far. Knocks it short for Gary O'Neill. He's an impressive player. Always busy, ready to collect the ball. Knocks it back to Emblen. Emblen launches this long down the middle. The Dean West ball. Roche has almost scored twice in this game. Hit the bar, clattered the bar, and then a right foot effort just beyond the far post. This time the ball forward's a poor one. Facey's not happy. Says he wants it on his chest. It's gone beyond him and out for a throw-in. We've just gone off the boil, haven't we? Great first 20 minutes, then off the boil.
Yeah, it certainly is. Just he's not being able to maintain it for more than, like you say, the opening 20 minutes, which is proving a problem at the moment.
We've seen it throughout the season, haven't we? Good spells at Gillingham, Stoke, here against Bradford, against Forest, even though we were beaten that day. But here's Leitão, space for Matías down this left-hand side. He might fancy a dip from here. Looks to put a cross in. It's a great effort. Leitão to it first, but knocks it wide of the far post. 1 or 2 suspicions of offside, but not given. And Leitão really should have scored there, Andrew.
He really should. It's a good ball into the box. He's not unmarked, but he's inside the 6-yard box. And like you say, his manager would be expecting him to do a little better than that.
Yeah, he should have done. He should have done. Walsall could have scored a couple more after they've equalised. Merson skipped past Jensen, beat him with a shot. Branch cleared it off the line. Poor kick this time from the Beast. It's gone out of play on that far side. A throw in to Walsall. 1-1 at the moment. It's gone to Merson. You need to almost man-mark Merson because he'll be everywhere on the pitch looking to collect it. That's a foul on Gary O'Neill. Again, Merson's free. You've got to watch him. 90 minutes. Knocks it on immediately for O'Neill. Crossing from O'Neill. Jensen will collect this. No problem. Ironic cheers. Rolls it out for Chadwick. Chadwick needs to have a look up. He's got Chaplow in acres of space in the middle. Elects to go on the outside of Aranalde. There's men in the box. If he can get across it, runs in against Aranalde. He's not going to win a free kick there. Aranalde will clear it against Blake. Got lucky. Finds Matías. Matías back to Aranalde. Long clearance from him. West against Leitão. And they've let Leitão's been left again there down the middle. West just about did enough. Went back to Jensen. West is able to clear it. On to Weller. Good turn from Paul Weller. Beats Vinny Samways. I'll have another go. Uses Todd this time. Todd forward for Blake. Blake will look for a pass short. He finds Camara in a bit of space down that left-hand side. Wouldn't be great if Burnley could get a goal now. He's given the ball away, unfortunately. And Walsall on the counter-attack here. O'Neill to Merson. Gets it back, does O'Neill. He looks a real player, this lad. He's got Matías free on this left-hand side. Matías will look to get a cross in perhaps here. On the overlap is O'Neill. Good cross in. Branch wins the header. Heads it behind for a corner. Perhaps it should have been the keeper's ball.
Yeah, I think he's trying to tell Branch he gave him a shout there, but you see, he does look nervous, does he, Jensen?
Yeah, I think the defence looks nervous. I don't think it's just the keeper, Andrew. I think particularly with a crossfield pass, we seem to be struggling. Anything coming in from the wings. It's a corner now to Walsall with Paul Merson. Now this left-hand side, knocks it short. He's found Aranalde. Aranalde with a shot. It's blocked comfortably in the end by Todd, but a chance again to put a ball in for Merson. It's a comfortable take by Brian Jensen. Cue ironic cheers once again. Big clearance from him. I'm not sure what Blake's going to do with this. He's up on his own. Had it comfortably won in the end by Baird. Hooked away, but it'll fall here for Branch. Branch putting his foot on the ball. Knocks it inside for Chadwick. It's a nice ball. Chadwick's got space. He's got West on the overlap if he elects to use him. Does do. West needs to get a good ball in here. Puts in a decent cross towards the back post to Facey. Heads it down against the bar, would you believe? Third time the Clarets have hit the woodwork. Facey did everything he needed to there. Great cross from West. Headed it down and headed it against the bar.
Certainly did, like you say, third time this half that he's done that, and ever so unlucky. It's super header into the ground.
Yeah, it could have been, I don't know, it could have been 5-5 here. It's been a very, very open half. Ian Moore battling to try and win the ball. Can't do, and it's forward towards Leitão. He skips past Branch. Branch slips. Camara's got work to do down the middle, but good interception from Todd. Uses Branch. Leitão picks himself up gingerly, but here's Branch again. It's been a lively half. Burnley have had chances, but they've also struggled at the back. It was a long ball forward from Branch beyond Chaplow. It's rolled out to Aranalde down this left-hand side. He uses Samways. Samways with the ball forward looking for Merson. Merson was offside there. There's absolutely no doubt about that. He looks disappointed, but he started his run too early, and that'll be a free kick to Burnley. Lively game then at Turf Moor. Chadwick collects that short pass, but it's half-time. Well, there's a lot to describe in that half. We started so well, but didn't finish particularly well, Andrew.
Yeah, certainly that's proving a bit of a problem at the moment. But like you say, started ever so strongly, and after that, it just petered away slightly.
Yeah, it did. Started ever so well when a good ball in from Dean West found Facey at the far post. He struck it home. That was 1-0 to Burnley. We then proceeded to hit the woodwork twice. Dean West, a pile driver against the bar. Maybe Walker got a touch onto the bar. That so nearly was the second. On 20 minutes, Robbie Blake, an exquisite free kick that hit the angle of the bar and post, and they got away with that one, did Walsall. They capitalised because on 23 minutes the equaliser came. Corner from that far side, headed on by Danny Hay. And there was Paul Merson from what, perhaps just 2 yards to head home, and that was 1-1. Then Walsall had a great spell. Merson should have scored again. Leitão should have scored on 42 minutes, but bang on half-time, another good crossing from Dean West, headed down from Delroy Facey, and that hit the bar. And really, Burnley could have had more in this first half, but so could have Walsall. I suppose 1-1 at half-time's a fair score. Right at the start of the second half, so immediately a chance for Burnley to get back in front, perhaps.
It certainly is. They've come out all guns blazing at the moment, and I think we could do some lights on in here.
Good, it's gone a bit dark. Quick corner. Blake's got it back. Can he get a cross in here? Tries to avoid another challenge. Wins another corner. This time, I think, off Baird on that far side anyway. It's another corner for Burnley. Branch has gone towards the edge of the 6-yard box, looking for a flick on, I guess. It's gone low and hard towards him. Might fall for Weller. He scoops it high over the bar. Very nearly into the top tier. That was either going to go in the net and look good, or way over the bar and look bad, and it looked bad, I'm afraid. The score remains 1-1. It was said at half-time. What a lively first half it was.
It certainly was. It's really good, rather uninspiring stuff down at Watford on Tuesday night after quite a long journey down, but back here it's pretty hectic. Yeah, both sides could have had a few in that first half. Woodwork again, 9 times now this season Burnley have been denied by the woodwork. Flick on from Chadwick, finds Facey. Facey trying to return the compliment with a header, but Aranalde going in the way. Chaplow with a nice ball forward towards Ian Moore. He flicks it on for Camara, trying to get down this left-hand side. Has to cut back inside away from O'Neill. He'll use Dean West coming forward from the other full-back position. West got it on his right foot. Might fall here for Ian Moore after a couple of deflections. He's got Camara available again. Camara steaming down this left-hand side. Gary O'Neill goes to him. Digs a cross out, but it's cleared by Baird. Not convincingly, but Samways first to it. Finds Merson. Only got to stick closer to Merson in this second half. Samways robbed here by Robbie Blake getting busy. Robbie Blake was fouled by Samways. Good attitude at the start of this second half. Certainly is. I think we're going to see Graham Branch keeping an eye on Merson, because he came steaming out of his centre-back position and down this near side.
Free kick went to Burnley. Blake with it. It's beyond his range, I think. It's across this time. It's just gone beyond everybody for the moment. Ian Moore couldn't reach it, and it's gone behind. It's Todd, in fact, that couldn't reach, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And Andy Todd's last game. That's only how he's had his month loan extended at QPR. Farrelly's missed out today because of flu, and David May's got a hamstring problem. So Burnley lining up Jensen in goal, West, Todd, Branch, Camara in defence, Chadwick, Weller, Blake, Chaplow and Ian Moore in midfield. Delroy Facey, the scorer, up front on his own. Work here for Todd as the rain absolutely teems down here at Turf Moor. And Todd's in and out of play. It could be a throwing to the visitors. We need the floodlights on and move them on quickly. It's very gloomy out there. Aranalde with the ball. And the Walsall in their light blue change strip. He's thrown it towards Merson. West first clearance, second clearance from Chadwick. It's going to find Facey. Facey needs to hold on to the ball here. He's having a look up to see where Ian Moore is. He's found Ian Moore. Ian Moore tried to dummy that and get beyond Emblen. It didn't quite work, but Burnley got another chance to get forward here. And Chaplow just needs to hold his run here because he's offside. That's a nice ball forward. Chance for Burnley here. They can get it in the box. Hooked away by the Walsall defence. And there's Emblen to complete the clearance. And they come away with it now down that left-hand side. Ball down the right-hand side for Gary O'Neill. He's had a good first half here. Knocks it forward to Merson. Merson with Weller shouting in there. Not forward towards Leitão. Good flick on from Leitão. But there's Blake back, helping his defence out. Here's Chaplow. Chaplow with a long ball, but Facey's offside. There's a good couple of yards offside on that occasion. Delroy Facey. Bolton play tomorrow, so let's hope Glenn Little can get on tomorrow. We wish him well.
That's certainly easy. It's on the old Sky television. It'd be interesting to see if he plays any part in that. I heard he was quite impressive in the 11 minutes that he played the other Saturday. So hopefully Glenn will be able to extend his run in the Bolton team.
Play Villa tomorrow, as Sandra said, live on satellite TV here in the UK. It's bounced off Chris Baird. It'll be throwing to Burnley. It's 1-1 here. Goals from Facey and from Merson. First of the season for Delroy Facey. First of February. Last time he scored, that was for Bolton against Birmingham. And he needed to get off the mark and has done. So throwing here now for Burnley, just inside the Walsall half. The rain's abated just for the moment. Thrown towards Chaplow. Chaplow looking busy up against O'Neill. Drop it back to Branch. Branch on immediately to Andy Todd. He'll find West. Just hugging that touchline on that far side. Have to come back though. Uses Todd. Good work from Leitão just closing it down. Here's Weller. Weller on immediately for Chaplow. Had to reach to collect it. Knocks it on to West. West back here now to Todd. Forward again towards Blake. Blake coming to collect the ball almost there. He's having his shirt tucked by Samways. That's a free kick then for Burnley. Todd not happy that Leitão wasn't away from the ball. They got in each other's way there. Took the free kick quickly. We've got a throw in on the far side. It's back by Chaplow to West. On to Weller. Weller slips as he just passes his ball down the left-hand side to Camara. Camara short ball for Blake. Blake on to Weller. Todd wants it short here. Will get it. He might take it on and fancy a dip here. Knocks it short to Chaplow. Wins the next ball, does Todd. It's a good challenge from Andy Todd, but Burnley can't keep possession, and Baird's done well. He finds Aranalde. Aranalde will clear the decks, but only as far as Todd. He's giving it away there. Todd on quickly to Chadwick. Chadwick skips past Aranalde. Thought he got caught. It was cover from Matías. And Walsall get out of jail there. And Aranalde will knock that forward. Good strong challenge again though from Todd. Won the ball. Merson not happy with the decision. Here's Camara on the halfway line. Back inside for Chaplow. Nice to see him more in the action in the second half. Knocks it short for Todd. Camped in the Walsall half at the moment. There's Blake laying it off for West. West again for Blake. Blake collected it, passes on to West. That's good football from Burnley. West with his left foot. Ooh, that wasn't far wide. Thought it got a deflection, but that was a good effort.
Certainly was, and I think he's just saying to him, "Why don't you get out of my way?" I think Morrow got a bit in his way there, but like I say, good running from Westy again, and his third crack towards goal this afternoon.
Yeah, Blake instrumental in the move, held the ball and then played it on again to West. Left foot effort from the full-back. He's very nearly been on the score sheet in that first half. Hit the bar, and another right foot pile driver just wide of the far post. And he fancies getting on the score sheet today, perhaps. It's with Ian Moore for Burnley, inside the centre circle. He's shown too much of that to O'Neill. O'Neill looks to feed Baird. Baird just stretching to reach it. Knocks it forward towards Camara. Again, O'Neill onto it quickly. Audacious turn from Merson. Gets away with it. Looks to try and feed it down the middle for Leitão. Leitão's offside here. Definitely. He's put the ball away. It was a good yard and a half offside. The linesman had his flag up quickly. I think he knew that when he put it away.
I think he did. I think he going for a moment of glory there, getting it in the onion bag, but like you say, a good yard and a half offside there.
Burnley on the attack here, but West's given that away. Samways sliding in to knock it out for a Burnley throw. Plenty of chances in that first half for both sides. West with the ball back in towards the box. Might fall for Facey in there. Chaplow's done well. Collects it, trying to get a cross in. He's hit it against the defender. Another corner for Burnley. The corner counts 5-5 now. Graham Branch coming forward. Andy Todd coming forward. Wouldn't he cap off his month if he got a goal here? It's Robbie Blake with the delivery. Branch has gone towards the near post for the flick on. Ian Moore's on the goal line. Plenty of action in and around the box. It's gone deep towards Weller. Can't win the header, and he's pushing his man anyway. So it's a free kick to Walsall. We're short of big men, aren't we, at set pieces?
So they are. There's only really Branch in there, and Facey's not the tallest of players, and same with Todd, but say smallest man on the pitch challenging there, Paul Weller.
Yeah, since the departure of Gareth Taylor, he fancies getting on the end of things at the back post. But not quite worked out. Had a chance in that first half, free header, what, from sort of 8 yards, but found the keeper. Here's Ian Moore. Ian Moore inside immediately for Blake. He's had a busy game. Knocks it on. Almost first time for Dean West. West uses Weller. Good patient build up here from Burnley. One ball this time from Weller. Doesn't get beyond Chris Baird. He did well with that, the young fullback. That's going to be a Walsall throw. Gary O'Neill's hit it against Camara. Throwing to the visitors. Remember, their away record not particularly good in the first division. 1 draw, 3 defeats so far, but they've all been narrow defeats. And a 0-0 draw at Coventry. Hard to believe that after that first half. Chadwick to the ball first inside the centre circle. Uses West. West forward for Chadwick. He's overhit that. allowed Aranalde to get the ball first. Here's Matías. Matías inside nicely for Lawrence. Lawrence just getting away from Chaplow. Chaplow battling back to win it. Did really well there to the youngster. Comes away with it. Facey's just straight offside. It was close, but he was perhaps inches offside in the end.
Certainly what, we were dead level with that, and it was touch and go, but good ball over top. Good work from Chaplow in there.
Really hard did Richard Chaplow. It's good to see. Came away with the ball. You've got to be physical in this game. He's only a young lad, but he did particularly well. Free kick then taken by Walker down that left-hand side from Matías. Clearance here from Branch, left-footed. No fuss, out of play. Throw in to Walsall. Not got a particularly good record, have we, Andrew, at home? 6 defeats in the last 10.
It's not. It used to be Fortress Turf Moor, but I'm sure if we just get a couple of wins under his belt at home, then I can't see us struggling at home this year.
Yeah, we're looking mid-table side really, don't we, at the moment? Let's hope we can push up from that. Header by Samways, but next header's won by Weller. Knocks it down for Facey. Facey trying to lay it off for Chadwick. Bang on the halfway line. Back to West. West with the ball forward, but it's cut out by Aranalde. Weller wins the next ball. Here's Blake. Knocks it back to West. Needs to go down this left-hand side, perhaps towards Camara, but he just hoops the ball forward again. Chaplow can't win the header against Danny Hay. Branching quickly. Did well there, Graham Branch. Feeds Camara. Burnley again camped in the Walsall half. Asked a lot of Blake there, did Camara, but gets the ball back, uses Weller. Weller will use West here, coming forward from right full-back. West needs to get a decent cross in here. Facey looking to try and meet it. It's gone beyond him and Ian Moore. And he'll go out for a throw-in. A quieter start to the second half. Remember, goals from Facey and Merson in that first half, 1-1. Newcastle are beating Southampton by a goal to nil. Alan Shearer with that. Portsmouth are leading Charlton by a goal to nil. Plenty of action in our division. Palace leading Cardiff 2-0. Been a wretched spell for Palace. West Brom are leading Gillingham by 2 goals to nil. That's at Gillingham. Preston are leading the Nomads of Wimbledon by a goal to nil. Ricardo Fuller with that. Long ball forward. Baird deals with it. Chests it down. 1 or 2 appeals for a handball. I think they were hopeful rather than definite. Eventually back with the keeper. Rolls it out to Emblen. No mistaking him. He's bold. Knocks it forward. Looking for Leitão down this right-hand side. Camara first to it. He's on the throwing here is Leitão. Holds it against the Guinea international. Gary O'Neill coming to take this throwing. He's got Baird with him. The true cries have come on. I think Walsall would be keen to get on with it. They fancy maybe opening their away account here. It's that type of game. Could go either way. Here's Emblen. Ball down the middle. Merson flicks it on. Looking for Leitão. Jensen will come and collect. Needed an invitation perhaps from some of his defence. Rolls it out for Dean West. West on the ball now for Burnley. Long ball down the middle. Facey's broken away nicely. But it zips off the turf and goes behind for a goal kick. But again, he showed a good turn of pace, Delroy Facey.
So it is straight past Aranalde, and like you say, it just bounced up awkwardly for him and carried on going past Jimmy Walker.
Yeah, they are liable at the back. They look a bit slow on the turn. Play 3 central defenders at the back to Walsall. Zigor, Aranalde, Danny Hay and Neil Emblen. And it's a bit static at the back at times. It's almost a right back at the moment, so it's more of a flat back 4, but I'm sure when they get the ball they'll get it 3 at the back. Ball forward, Samways cuts it out, knocks it square towards Baird. That's a handball from Robbie Blake, but Baird gets away with it. 1 ball from him. Camara wins the header. Here's Chaplow, more involved in this second half. Good turn from him. Zips past Lawrence. He's getting forward nicely here is Chaplow. Fancied a dip, hits it against Lawrence. Blake might pick up the loose ball. Great skill from Robbie Blake. He's up against young Chris Baird. Knocks it short for Chaplow. Chaplow square for Weller. West's in a good advanced position here. Uses Chadwick. Chadwick trying to get away from his man for the moment. It's Danny Hay that's marking him. Knocks it square for Blake. Blake's got Camara on the overlap, but Blake nips inside. Might fancy a dip here on his right foot. It's a good effort. Just over the bar. He really is a box of tricks and fancies shooting from anywhere.
He does. A very good shooter with the ball, Robbie Blake. And like in the first half, that free kick, thought it might have been out of range, but it crashed against the upright. And like you say, not a bad effort then from Blake.
Got to stop saying free kicks are out of his range, because every time I say it, he has a dip. And Walker looked beaten. It hit the angle of the bar and post. But that's happened. We've got to get on with the present. Burnley not had a lot of luck in that first half, perhaps. But it's a game that could have been 4-4 at half-time, in all fairness. Throwing to Burnley. West with it, inside his own half. Cold, nippy afternoon here at Turf Moor. Throws it towards Facey. Facey with a flick on. Chadwick first to it, but cleared comfortably in them from Walsall. Branch first to the header. Finds Todd with the header. Todd with the ball forward. Finds Facey. Nice ball forward. Facey tried to flick it on. Defenders knocked it back to Walker, asking a lot of the keeper, but he's hit it onto the roof of the Bob Lord stand. He's a good keeper, is James Walker, and didn't mess about with that, and it's stuck on the roof for the moment. But Burnley have got a replacement ball. A lot of the ball will come back on a bit now. Blake knocks it back to West. West short to Blake. Blake on here now to Weller. Weller getting busy in this second half. Skips past Lawrence. Falls just under pressure there. Burnley appeal for a free kick. It's hit against West. And that'll be a throw-in to Walsall. The original ball stays on the roof. It's a throw-in to the visitors. They were a place below Burnley last season. And we're in relegation trouble for a long, long time. That 3-2 win at the Bescott Stadium helped them get away from relegation. Wasn't the best Burnley performance last season. We were 3-0 down until when James Walker brought Gareth Taylor down, converted that penalty. Little got a late second goal, but we're doing better today. It's 1-1. Camara with the ball, knocks it inside for Chaplow. Chaplow battling with Samways. Samways has got lumps of his shirt and he's going in the book, much to the pleasure of the James Hargreaves stand. Again, he can't have any complaints because he was tugging away for ages.
He certainly was. Chaplow trying to get away from him, and say Samways handful of shirt, just dragging him back.
Good to see Richard Chaplow though involved and battling it out with some of these old stages. Only a young lad, but he's a long, long way to go in the game. Michael Jones just has a quick word with Graham Branch. Branch ships it on immediately to Chadwick. Here's Paul Weller. I think he'll use West down that right-hand side. Elects not to. He does use West eventually. West on to Blake. Blake, quick 1-2 looking with Chadwick. Chadwick has to go back towards West. Patient build-up from Burnley. Here's Weller. West just helped it on to Chadwick down that right-hand side. Chadwick forward towards Chaplow. Chaplow couldn't collect on the run. Blake knocks it back to Chadwick. Camara's in space down this left-hand side. Well spotted by Luke Chadwick. Camara takes it down on his chest. He's up against Gary O'Neill. Cuts inside does Camara. Hasn't got really a right foot shot. Knocks it short for Blake. On the edge of the penalty area, Robbie Blake. Holding on to it. Emblen's close to him. Comes back now does Blake, but finds Weller. Weller, can he get a cross in? West's in space. He'll have to use Dean West down that right-hand side. West takes it on his chest, cuts inside. Might fancy another dip on his left foot. It's blocked comfortably by Aranalde. West is shooting on sight at every opportunity.
Certainly is, and stand cold for that, and fourth effort already.
Yeah, Dean West fancies getting on the score sheet here. Chadwick's run into trouble against Matías. Matías with a long ball forward looking for Merson. Todd's done well, he's cut it out, knocks it short for West. West with the ball forward immediately. Moore's got away from the back line here. Can he get a cross in? Might look for Facey. He's hit it short to the near post. Comfortable take in the end by James Walker. And he rolls it out for Aranalde. Aranalde just about keeps it in play. Uses Samways. Samways with a short ball, but Branch wins the header and wins it comfortably. Might fall here though for Baird. Baird onto O'Neill. That looks a good partnership down this right-hand side. Emblen will knock it back to his keeper on his right foot. Stoke have beaten Forest by 2-0. Forest not done too well since they won here 3-0, but here's Chadwick. Skips past inside his man, uses Weller. Weller just inside the Walsall half. Short ball for Blake. Blake back to Weller. Weller with the ball forward. Chaplow takes it down nicely. Can he get a cross in here? Down that right-hand side. Hits it against the defender. Wins himself a corner. Come on, Burnley. Blake goes across to take it. We're past the hour mark. It's 1-1 here, but Burnley have got another corner here. The 6th of the game. Branch goes to the near post. Todd's in there as well. Chadwick goes for the short one, but I don't think Blake's going to go for that. He's going to chip it towards the near post, towards Branch. Flicked it on. Chance for Burnley. Oh my word! Branch got the flick on. Diving header in there from Ian Moore, but well wide of the target. And that'll be a goal kick. I just thought for a moment we're going to break the deadlock there.
Yeah, it seemed a good header did that. Really flat corner, like I said. We've been diving header from Branch just wide.
Yeah, they're not happy with the keeper. He seems to be taking quite a while here. But that was a good corner, good flick on from Branch. But a diving header from Ian Moore, well wide of the target. Kick from Walker. Chaplow battling to try and meet it. In fact, flicked it on. Camara there to win the next ball. Aranalde under pressure. Does do well with the header though. Finds Matías. Matías back to Hay. Aranalde will knock it back to his keeper Walker. Blake chases this, but Walker's done well. He's a good kicker, is James Walker. Branch wins the next header. Ian Moore trying to get in there and battle to win it. Clash there between Lawrence and Weller, but Todd's won the next ball. Finds Chaplow. Chaplow has to knock it back to his keeper, but again, good play from Richard Chaplow. He's having a good second half.
I think he's had a good game all round. I think he's sort of put himself about, and he's always looking for a ball, and he's a superb tackler as well.
He is a good tackler. Flick on from Facey, just beyond Ian Moore. Those two just building up and understanding at the moment. Ian Moore chased it, but it was always going to be James Walker's ball. He clears it off the deck, right-footed, down that left-hand side looking for Matías. Matías takes it down on his chest, uses Aranalde. Aranalde time on the ball again, finds Merson, come away from the front line with good effect because he's fed Baird down this right-hand side. O'Neill's in the middle, and Leitão's there as well, and O'Neill with a header, wide of the mark. Todd had a chance to clear it. In fact, he sliced it, and O'Neill with a header, just wide of the target in the end.
I think it was that old Sol Campbell headed or kick it movement, and I say lucky again there. It's the only chance they've had this half, really.
Good ball forward here from Camara, finds Ian Moore down the left-hand side. Ian Moore back inside for Camara. Camara on to Blake. Blake trying to find space, finds Weller. Well over the shot, blocked by Lawrence. It was a good effort from Paul Weller. It looked goal bound, but Lawrence got his body in the way. Here's Dean West again, looking towards the back post towards Ian Moore. Good header from Ian Moore in towards the 6-yard box. Chaplow was nearly there, and it's a good take from James Walker in the end. Good anticipation though from Chaplow.
It certainly was, and the ball from West, Moore just pulled out to this back post and get her down, and good anticipation from the young lad.
Merson just came away from the front line again, but Burnley have won the ball. Chaplow with a nice ball forward for Weller. Weller looking for Facey. Facey, if he can link well with Chadwick. It's good play from Burnley, but Chadwick at full stretch couldn't keep the ball. It'll be a throwing to Walsall. Way on that far side, 40 yards from their own goal. Throws it towards Merson. Clearance here from Todd. Aranalde first to it, finds Samways. Samways back to Aranalde. Walsall a little bit more defensive in this second half. Ball back towards Walker, asking a bit of the keeper, but he does clear it well. Looking for Leitão against Camara. Branch in here to win the loose ball. Beats one man, knocks it inside for Weller. Weller has to knock it back to his keeper, Jensen. Jensen, comfortable clearance, left foot, finds Facey. Facey can flick it on for Chadwick. Don't think Chadwick will keep that in. He might just. No, he couldn't. It was a bizarre situation because the left back had left him all alone, and he was inches away from keeping that ball in.
Yeah, there wasn't. He didn't see any rush from the keeper. The keeper just. They were all expecting an offside decision, but like you say, just inches from keeping that in play.
Good flick on from Facey. I assume he knew his man was behind him. Goal kick then to the visitors. It's 1-1 here. We're halfway through the second half. Not as much action in the second half as there was in the first. Well, that's a long ball forward. Merson's got away from the Burnley defence there. Good cover from Dean West. First to the ball, clears it, but only as far as Lawrence. Lawrence heads it down. Matías now might get a cross in here. Has done. Branch first to it, clears it, but there's a foul. We caught Matías as he released that ball. Free kick then to Walsall. It's way on that far side. Paul Merson inevitably standing over it. About 35 yards from the Burnley goal. He's got numbers in the box. Emblen's in there. Big Danny Hayes in there as well. It's gone towards the back post. Jensen will collect this. Good catch from Jensen. Credit to the keeper there. He came for it, made himself big and collected it comfortably. Camara forward towards Ian Moore. Ian Moore back to Camara. Camara on immediately here to Weller. Weller on to Todd inside the centre circle. Todd has a look up, tries to thread a ball through to Chaplow. Chaplow battling to win it back. He never gives up a lost cause. Aranalde's caught him. The free kick for Burnley. Chadwick looking to try and take it quickly. Eventually just knocks it on to Blake. Back inside here for Chadwick. I fancy a dip from here. Chadwick on quickly. Chaplow just stretches to reach the ball. He's got Blake with him. Gets it back to Blake. down that right-hand side, Robbie Blake. Crossing from Robbie Blake, looking deep, but Walker collects it comfortably, rolls it out immediately. Walsall looking to counter-attack here with Gary O'Neill. He has a look up, looking for Merson. Todd to it first, took it down on his chest, comes away with the ball. He's got options, threads it through towards Facey. That's a lovely ball. Facey skipped past his man. Danny Hayes with him. Facey with the shot. Oh, unlucky. What a good effort from Facey. Right foot effort, just wide of the far post. What's the problem here?
I think originally, I think Jimmy Walker had a touch on that, and originally the liner pointed for a corner. But the referee decided it was a goal kick. But super turning shot from Facey.
Great ball forward from Todd. Got away from his man. Danny Hay was always struggling. And Facey got a good shot in right-footed, just beyond the right-hand post of James Walker. One or two of the fans thought it was a corner. The linesman certainly signalled for that. Walker with the kick. It's gone down that left-hand side for Walsall, but Matías can't keep it in play. And that'll be a throwing to Burnley. They've played 70 minutes. It's 1-1 here. Facey for Burnley. Merson for Walsall. But that's the nearest we've come to a goal in this second half. And good work from Facey. It was a cracking effort from the Huddersfield-born striker. Branch with the ball forward, looking for a run here from Camara. Again, it zips off the turf from behind for a goal kick. It was a good ball, wasn't it? It just had too much pace on it.
Yeah, like I say, it's slick as the turf, and he's just bouncing off and getting a bit of pace. And like I say, another good ball there. Yeah,
it was a good ball. Camara very nearly got on the end of it. Still one or two boos, but I think they should have had, or the Burnley fans think they should have had a corner there moments ago. But Facey showing his ability on the turn. Walker slips as he takes that. Weller wins the header. It's Hay that gets the clearance this time. Flicked on from Leitão. Camara to the ball first. Uses Todd. Todd ball forward. Blake flicks it on for Chadwick. Again forward towards Facey. Nice flick from Facey. Blake very nearly in there. It's back to the keeper once again. Testing the keeper's kicking. He's done well once again as Walker. Aranalde and acrobatically to win that. Hooks it forward down the left wing. Todd's happy to let it go out of play, but has to play it. Knocks it back to big Brian Jensen. Gets it back off Jensen. Todd just composed now. He's got a bit of time on the ball. Knocks it square to his skipper, Graham Branch. Branch in the side today because of the hamstring injury to David May. He's got it on the halfway line. Good ball forward, looking for Ian Moore. Oh, Ian Moore on full stretch. Very nearly collected it inside the Walsall area. It just deflects it in the end to James Walker. Good ball again from Branch. I don't think Ian Moore would have caught it if he'd have let it bounce. But one of the assets that Graham Branch has got, his distribution's excellent.
Yeah, certainly over long distance, his long ball play is excellent, like you say, and it's quite useful to have in that defence.
Yeah, those 40-yard balls are good. Ball forward looking for Facey, but Aranalde wins the header. Here's Gary O'Neill getting forward more, but Branch has won the ball against him. Weller in there for the next battle, but it'll fall from Matías on that far side. But all credit to Burnley, battling back hard, but West's lost out. It's thrown towards O'Neill. Todd happy to let that go behind for a goal kick. Good defending there from Burnley. We had some scares in the first half, but a pretty good defending.
Yeah, certainly are. We've don't want to tempt fate, but they've not really attacked this second half. We've been camped in the Walsall half for most of it, and just a shame we can't capitalise on that possession.
Now we've had the bulk of possession in this second half, and we've about 17 minutes left in this game. Ball forward from Todd. Facey won't collect this though. Emblen to it first. Here's Merson, almost in midfield now. Knocks it back to Baird. Baird will have a look up. Long ball forward from him. Leitão against Branch. Branch wins the header. Guides it down for Todd. Halfway inside the Burnley half. Ball forward for Chadwick. Oh, he skips past his man nicely. Past Vinny Samways. Uses Blake in a right wing position. Robbie Blake might fancy a dip here on his left foot. He's overrun it, unfortunately. It's Samways that gets it away, but only as far as Weller. Weller will use West. Instrumental coming forward as West. He's had a good game as Dean West. Uses Weller. Well, that's a stray ball. Giving it away here to the light blue of Walsall. Aranalde with a long ball forward, but that's gone out of play. That'll be a throwing to Burnley. There's a problem, I think, for O'Neill. He's gone to the floor just inside the Walsall half. There's a break in play as the trainer comes on. Biggest win here against Walsall. That was 5-2 a couple of years back. Lee Briscoe came off the bench to get a couple that day. It was a special goal at the end from Paul Cook. lobbing Walker. That's one of the top of this division. We're 11th going into the game, so not doing too badly this season. But it's O'Neill that's getting treatment now. It's given the Walsall bench an opportunity to pass on some instructions as well. And his long throw could be dangerous as well. But nothing happening at the moment in that department. Burnley have got the ball with Chaplow. Chaplow on immediately to Camara. Camara gives it back to Richard Chaplow. Chaplow needs help here though inside the centre circle. Has to go back to his skipper Branch. Branch on to Todd. Todd might fancy a long ball here. It's a ball down the middle. It's beyond everybody. And Walker comes and collects. Just 2 bookings so far. Emblen on 19 minutes for a foul on Blake, and then Samways that tug of shirt on Richard Chaplow on 61. But it's 1-1 in goals. Facey's offside. Was running back onto an onside position, but the linesman not happy on the far side. Free kick given to Walsall. Remember that game next Saturday against Reading very much in doubt. Wait confirmation of call-ups in the Reading camp, but we don't think that'll take place next Saturday, but we'll get confirmation on the website for you on that one. A week on Tuesday away at Ipswich, of course. That ball's gone towards Merson. Merson lays it off for Lawrence. Lawrence might fancy a dip here and knocks it onto Merson. Wide right here, Merson hits it against Camara. And this is Walsall's first corner of the second half. And remember, they scored from a corner in the first. So this needs to be watched very, very carefully. Everybody back apart from Robbie Blake. Hay forward, Emblen forward. Samways once again with the corner down this right-hand side. Emblen bobbing about on the line. It's gone towards the near post. Jensen, comfortable take, collects it well, throws it out when maybe he should have held on to it. That's a good ball inside though from Blake, and Moor's on the run here. He's got help from Facey, tried to take his man on and slipped. Baird was composed enough to collect the ball. He slips as well, knocks it back in the end to Lawrence. Aranalde with the clearance, and a timely slip from Moor.
It certainly was. He had Facey on this on his outside, and it's just a shame he couldn't thread him through before slipping.
Yeah, and I thought Jensen had released the ball too early, but it was a great flick on from Blake to find Moor on the break. Throwing to Burnley, taken. Blake gets it back to West. West looking to try and find Chaplow, but Samways covering there. Samways turning one way and then the other, but Chaplow battling back. Concedes a throw-in. Richard Chaplow's work rate's been excellent throughout the game. Really is a bundle of energy. Throwing from Aranalde. Header won by Chadwick. Headed out by Samways. Another throwing for Burnley. Remember, we've hit the woodwork 3 times in this game. West, Blake and Facey also efforts come back off the woodwork. Here's Chadwick. Not seen too much of him in the second half, but he knocks a good ball forward here for West. If he can keep it in play again, it just zips off the turf. Goes behind for a goal kick. 1-1 it remains. 12 minutes left to play. Since Walsall came back in this division, we've done really well against them at home. 2 wins at home, but 2 defeats away from home. Both have not been particularly good performances, so I'm sure we won't look forward to the trip to the Bescott Stadium. Here's Walker with the goal kick. Not really in a rush to take it. Perhaps Walsall are happier with 1-1 than Burnley. Flicked on from Leitão. Header won though by Camara. It's going to come back towards the Burnley defence again. West hoofs that clear. Danny Hay looking for his keeper, won't find him there, and that's going to be a corner for Burnley. We've got to wait for Branch and Todd to get forward here, but we've got to try and capitalise on some poor defending there from Danny Hay. New Zealander, used to be at Leeds, but he's given Burnley an opportunity here. A corner, 78th minute corner, swung in by Blake, trying to flick it on his Branch. Facey might win the next ball, does do, but it's cleared eventually, or not. Chaplow hooks it back in, but well wide of the target. Emblen's gone down now. He sense Walsall are happier with the point than Burnley.
Yeah, certainly are. It's a game with all the possession we have. We should be leading at the moment, but like you say, I think Walsall will probably be happy with a 1-0 draw at the moment.
Yeah, they would be, I think. They've had that spell where they won 2 games in 72 hours last weekend. Beat Preston 2-1 at home, and then defeated Gillingham on Monday night by 2 goals to 1. Still 2-0 at Leeds. Manchester United are leading Birmingham 2-0. It's Crystal Palace 2, Cardiff 1 now. Long ball forward, looking for Facey. Emblen does well there. Moor nips inside. Chance here for Moor, perhaps outside the area. Has a shot. It's blocked by Aranalde. Get men back to Walsall. They've done well blocking efforts. Samways with the ball forward. Merson's turned away from Branch here. Look for the ball down that left wing, but it's cut out comfortably by West. West immediately on to Chadwick. Chadwick with a chance here now, have a run at Aranalde. Puts the ball in towards the box, flicked on by Hay. Baird with the header back to his keeper. The keeper does well at full stretch to stop the corner. Very nearly for Ian Moore again.
Certainly was. He just pulled the trigger, like you say, bounced back off Aranalde, and unlucky that Burnley can't capitalise.
Yeah, he fancies running at this central defence, does Ian Moore, and just at the moment he's not had a great deal of luck. Let's hope it comes his way inside this last 10 minutes. It's 1-1, ball forward looking for Facey. He jumps, tries to flick it on, but Emblen first to the loose ball. Weller with the ball back in towards the Walsall box, but it's comfortably dealt with by Chris Baird. Header back to his keeper. Score remains 1-1. Not as much chance as certainly in this second half, but perhaps Delroy Facey's turn and shot was the best effort, just wide of Walker's right-hand post. It's gone down the left-hand side this time for Matías. Chadwick in there, collects the ball, still in his own half, knocks it inside. It's beyond Ian Moore though, is that. Baird will collect it, giving it away to Camara. Good interception from Noel Camara. He'll fancy a run now down this left-hand side. Hasn't got a lot of support. It's the arm of Baird. That's a free kick. No doubt about it. The cross was going in towards the box. Chris Baird stuck out his arm. The Northern Ireland international is penalised. Free kick for Burnley. Merson's not happy. Class that as dissent, and that could have gone forward 10 yards. They're a bit lucky there at Walsall. As it is, it's about 35 yards out, but it's down this left-hand side. Blake will have to get a cross in here. It's a good effort. Goal for Burnley! It's Delroy Facey once again. Great crossing from Robbie Blake. There was Facey. Good header from the lad. Past Walker. It's 2-1 Burnley.
Good header, like you say. It's super header. Fantastic goal. Good free kick.
Yes, it's Delroy Facey's day. He's taken a bit of stick in recent weeks. His 7th league game for the Clarets, and he's back 2 today. And what a good header that was. Good movement from the free kick. Swung in from Robbie Blake. There was Facey. Low down to the right-hand side of Walker. And that's 2-1 to Burnley. It's just what the Clarets wanted. It was a Christopher Baird on ball that created the free kick. Swung in by Robbie Blake. Burnley got a bit of defending to do here. It's a foul by Branch on Merson. Branch not happy with the decision, and quite frankly I'm not either. Merson made an absolute meal of that. It's about 30 yards from the Burnley goal, so immediately we've got some defending to do here at 2-1. Not the time to give away a free kick, Andy.
Certainly not, especially when you've got Merson standing over it as well. But yeah, super ball in, and who'd bet against him getting a hat-trick?
Yeah, Samways is over this ball, as is Merson. I would imagine Merson will take it. Because Samways scored for the first time in English football for 8 years last week. Steps over it, Merson with a shot. Oh, and it's wide into the side netting. But just for an awful moment I thought Jensen was beaten, but he was scrambling to his left-hand side. It was well wide of the target, and we've escaped that scare.
I think he had it pretty much covered, to be fair to the beast. He certainly got across, and there didn't look to be much room between him and the post.
So Facey's got himself a brace. His first goal since February of this year. Header back by Aranalde to his keeper Walker. Buzz round Turf Moor, leading 2-1. Walsall coming forward more now. West with the clearance, left-footed, under pressure from Matías. Baird to it first. Matías surely offside there, but it won't matter. Jensen will come and collect it. He was running back, was the Spaniard. Jensen needs to just keep his foot on the ball here. He's going to roll it out to Camara. Burnley leading 2-1. What a day for Delroy Facey. Ball forward from Camara. Blake will take this down nicely. Good skill from Robbie Blake, but Aranalde just nicked the ball off him. He collects it again from Samways. Burnley going to be under pressure, I imagine, in these last 6 minutes, but leading by 2 goals to 1. 2 goals from Delroy Facey. The header and that shot early on. But some great work there from Robbie Blake to provide that opportunity. Merson's giving the ball away here to Camara. Looks to be tiring, does the 35-year-old. Here's Camara, just under pressure from Baird. Gives it to Facey. The scorer of Burnley's 2 goals. Back inside for Camara. Camara to Branch. Branch helps it on to Todd. We're going backwards here. It's gone all the way back to Brian Jensen. Big left boot from Brian Jensen. What a good idea that was, because he's found Chadwick with the pass of the day. Look, Chadwick trying to skip inside his man. Blake will collect it, dummies it, and just leaves it in the end for Samways. But what a ball from the keeper out of defence. But meanwhile, Walsall are looking to try and counter-attack here. I'll bring Andrew in. What a ball from Brian Jensen.
Really was, just looped over the defence, and a few taunts for Paul Merson. He's not having the best of second halves, the former Arsenal man.
He's tired. I think if I was Walsall manager, I'd be getting him off, because he looks done for, really. Emblen in trouble here against Ian Moore, and Ian Moore's won himself a throw-in. Great work from Morrow. His 300th league appearance today. 127 of those for the Clarets. Burnley throw-in. Camara with it, throws it short to Blake, gets it back, does Camara, gives it Blake again. Trying to be too clever there, perhaps Burnley, giving it away. Lawrence forward towards Merson. Good interception, though, again there from Weller. Ian Moore battling to keep possession just outside the centre circle. Chaplow short for Weller. Weller on immediately here, but it's giving it away to Aranalde. Aranalde with a nice ball out of defence there to O'Neill. O'Neill up against Chadwick. Chadwick battling well, done well here as Luke Chadwick. Skipped away from two challengers, tried to feed the ball through to Ian Moore, but Burnley got it back here with Chaplow. Chaplow to Blake, Blake's turned his man. Chance here for Burnley, Facey on a hat-trick, his first touch, Linda, it's gone in! Oh, what a finish from Delroy Facey! Oh, he's got a hat-trick! What a finish in the end, left-footed. It's a classic hat-trick, one with his right foot, one with his head, and now a super finish with his left foot. 3-1 Burnley.
I said when he got it that second, don't bet against him getting a hat-trick, and that's what he's done there, superb, and he's really pleased with the lad. He's worked very hard in the last 6 matches, but hat-trick in his 7th, fantastic.
Great work as well there from Robbie Blake. Knocked the ball on to Facey. His first touch perhaps wasn't his best, but he got there ahead of the keeper and smashed it home. Left-footed. 3-1 to the Clarets. They've made a substitution. Gary Birch, the young lad's come on. He scored here late on at Turf Moor last year. Didn't see who came off actually there, but we'll get that in a moment or two. Burnley, what a finish. Delroy Facey. There can only be one man of the match today. And Burnley on the ball again. Weller to West. West coming forward, runs into Aranalde. That'll be a free kick, and West has done himself some damage there. Ran into Aranalde. Let's hope he's okay, fingers crossed. But it's Delroy Facey's day.
Certainly is. Like I say, he's worked ever so hard since he's been here, and he does deserve goals, and he's got 3 this afternoon. That'll do.
Tries there's only one, Delroy. And sometimes in those 6 league appearances, 7 with the Carling Cup, he didn't look like he was ever going to score, but he certainly has today. Smashed that in left-footed. Past James Walker. 3-1 Burnley. It's all come right for the Clarets now. Hit the woodwork another, 3 times in the game. So by no means a bad performance at all. Throwing on that far side to Walsall. Yeah, I said there was no doubt. It's just been announced on the tannoy as man of the match. To the young lad's confidence, the world are good. Aranalde with a long punt forward. That'll go all the way through to Brian Jensen. In fairness, though, we've been the better side in the second half. Yeah, I think apart from the 20-minute spell around their goal, I think we've been pretty much the best side for about 70 minutes of this match. So, like I say, I think a win's what we want, and a win's well deserved this afternoon. It's what we're going to get, because we're leading 3-1. All come right for Burnley inside the last 5 or 6 minutes. 2 goals for Delroy Facey, 1 with his head, and he smashed that home left-footed from inside the 6-yard box. And he's just been fouled now. It'll be a free kick to Burnley. Shouldn't forget the part that Robbie Blake's played in all 3 goals. He's had another splendid game today as Robbie Blake, really on the top of his form. Camara knocks this back to Branch. Branch will have to use his keeper. It's a bit short to Brian Jensen. Has to come out of his area and clear this. There's an offside here against Robbie Blake. The referee happy to let play go on, I think, here, is he? Oh no, he's acknowledged that the flag was up. It'll be a free kick to Walsall inside the last minute. 3-1 to Burnley. Gary O'Neill with the ball there to intercepted by Chaplow. Burnley busy again. Weller just stabs it forward for Chadwick. Chadwick just trying to get away from Aranalde. Plays a long ball down the channel for Ian Moore to chase, and you know he'll chase it, so Danny Hay will have to turn and clear it. does do in the end. Out of play to throw into Burnley. Ian Moore's worked hard today.
Certainly has, and it's been a good performance all round. I don't think you could pick a bad performance. Starting at the back with Todd and Branch and the two wing backs into midfield, and hard picking him out of the match, but I think 3 goals separates Facey from the rest of them.
Yeah, Facey's done really well today. It's all come right. It happens like that in football. He's here for another month, and he'll enjoy it now because he's on the score sheet. I think 2 minutes of added time. I think Andrew spotted that with the board going up there. Walker with the clearance, long ball forward, looking for Leitão. Birch is with him now, of course. Birch trying to cause West trouble. There's an infringement here on ball, I think, against Walsall. Free kick to Burnley. What about the referee? We don't say that too often. He's had a good game.
He certainly has, and he's booking one for his end. All the bookings have been of their own accord, really, and he says he's not been controversial. He's not trying to take centre stage like some of the referees can be accused of doing at some points. And again, there it's handball, and instead of doing the theatrical stride, and he's measured it out without any fuss, and it's 10 yards forward. Simple as that.
Good stuff from the referee today. Long ball forward. Facey very nearly got away from his man. Maybe Chaplow can pick up the loose ball here. Danny Hay just about got away with it. Knocks it forward. Trying to counter attack. It was Matías that went off, by the way, for Birch a couple of minutes ago. But here's Chadwick trying to have a run down that right hand side. Run into Aranalde. He thought he was fouled, but it's gone behind for a goal kick. But almost there. Another valuable 3 points then for the Clarets. And we were a little bit disappointed to miss out at Watford and Wimbledon, but not missed out today. 3-1 it is. Very nearly on time now. Chadwick trying to win that ball on the halfway line. Hoof forward by Aranalde. Header won by Todd. Might fall here for Merson. Merson just trying to help that forward. It is half a chance here for O'Neill. Has a shot straight into the midriff of Brian Jensen. That's their first shot on target, I think, in this second half. So the Clarets leading 3-1. We're almost at the death. Ball forward towards Camara from Jensen. Jensen just giving it Camara. Camara gets it out of under his feet. That's the final whistle. Michael Jones blows that. Burnley have won it 3-1. And Andrew, deserved winners in the end.
Yeah, it certainly were. It's a good performance all round, and Merson's trotting off, shaking hands with a couple of Burnley players, but Delroy Facey's day, and he's come straight over to the east stand.
Yeah, it's Delroy Facey's day. He's worked hard in his time at Burnley. It's his 7th league appearance for the Clarets today. He's had to wait a long time for his last league goal. February it was against Birmingham in the Premiership, but he's bagged all 3 today. Burnley won it 3-1. It was 1-1 at half-time. Facey with an early goal on 3 minutes. Great work there from Chadwick, Blake and West. Cross in from West, converted by Facey. But on 23 minutes, the equaliser came against the run of play, it must be said at that stage. A corner on that far side, flicked on by Hay. There was Merson from a matter of a yard and a half to convert. It was 1-1 at half-time. Burnley hit the woodwork 3 times. West with a pile driver, Blake with a great free kick, and then Facey with a header, remember, right on the stroke at half-time. He's grabbed the match ball as I speak. In the second half, it was all Delroy Facey. 9 minutes from time. Great free kick from Robbie Blake. Good header from Facey, beyond James Walker. That was 2-1. But it made his day 4 minutes from time. Blake put him in down his left-hand side. Perhaps not the best of first touches, but it didn't matter. He hammered it home. 3-1 to the Clarets. And it's Facey that's going to be the last man to leave the pitch, Andrew.